Hey everybody. Well, time to get back at it today. Finally got a day where I'm able to get back in the woods. It feels good. It's been a while. Haven't done anything on the property since August, so it feels real good to get back out here. I'm just gonna show what I'm gonna be up to today. So today I'm gonna be cutting a property line. My purpose for cutting this line is just to create more security on our side of the property here, or our side of the line. So the neighbors we have over here, we get along really well with. They got 10 acres, but they're not deer hunters, so they enjoy their property. They do a lot of recreational type things on it, and that's great. But we want to create security on our side. So because of that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a hard cut right down the line here, because with the logging and stuff that we had done back in here, some of my hinge cuts and things like that, I want the deer to feel more secure. And the deer definitely bed on ours, so I wouldn't do this if, let's say, we just had the good food and they had all the good bedding. I wouldn't cut the line. But because we got the good bedding, the food's over here, I'm going to cut the line just to add some screening here, just to make the deer feel a little bit more safe for when they're enjoying their property and spending time on it. It'll just give a little added security. I'm doing this in the winter too, because I want to see what it looks like with no leaves on, to make sure it's nice and thick. So that's what I'm up to today. I'll be doing some hinge cutting, some traditional felling. We got some old maples in here that the loggers didn't take. They told me they were just too mature, rotten in the middle, and I want them to want to drop those just to create a healthier forest too in the long run. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty big project. You can see it's pretty thick, but not thick enough to really provide screening, just more of that pole timber type stuff. So I'll get at it. We'll see how much am able to get done. I mean, the property line's probably a couple hundred yards long, so I don't think I'll finish it today, but I'll do the best I can. All right, check back in later. All right, I think I'm done for today. Been having some chainsaw issues. Got it stuck twice and sent one tree the way I didn't want to send it, and yeah, I think it's a good time to be done. I pretty much got done what I want to get done anyway, so worked out well. So here is the property line. See right here, and it's open right here. No screening, deer can move freely. Well, here is the difference where the chainsaw got to eat. Big difference. Well, let's see if I can clean that lens off a little bit. So right here is the line. If you look out, it is thick with debris. So this is a tornado zone. Bigger trees, I put a wedge in and dropped them. I had one tree split. I didn't put a deep enough wedge in that one right there. Split up, but I'm always 20 to 30 yards away when they're dropping. I don't stand anywhere near those big trees. Otherwise, everything went according to plan. You can see it's nice and thick. I mean, there's great screening. I mean, you can't see back into the property at all over there. And it's also gonna work good to guide and direct deer movement. We want the deer to be going more east-west. We got a few stands that sets up well for. So this will help kind of guide and direct that movement. But there's no way. I mean, deer can get through here, and they, of course, if they absolutely have to, they will. But for the most part, this should kind of change the movement a little bit. So I did this all the way along the property line. The neighbor was nice enough to come out and kind of hang out with me for a little bit. I was dropping the big trees just to make sure everything went according to plan. And of course the last tree I was gonna cut, that was the one that I couldn't get. I pinched my saw and I had to send the tree the other way, and of course it's on the property line now, hung up, so I'll have to come back and clean that one up for him at some point. Those straight trees, I need to get, one thing you can do if you want to figure out tree lean is you get kind of like a plumb bob and you hold it just like you were holding a putter when you're golfing. You can see the tree lean. I didn't have anything like that today, and so I wasn't taking on any perfectly straight trees except for that one. I thought I had a good gauge on it, and shoot, I did not, and it went the wrong way. So but you can see it's a world of difference. I mean, look out to the neighbors. It's open, beautiful park-like woods, exactly like he likes it. He's not a hunter. That's what he wants, nice and clean. And then ours is, looks like a mess. If you weren't a hunter or into this habitat stuff, you'd think this was ridiculous, but those deer are going to feel a lot more secure now bedding behind this. I'll probably end up doing a couple bedding cuts, not too far behind it. And it'll also help just kind of screen that activity on the neighbors here. So, yeah. Take a look back, you can see it's just thick. I did most of the, if I hinged a tree, I hinged them at kind of that knee to waist high. Kept them nice and low. I'm not wanting the deer to sneak under them. This is just to create that visual blockade. Keep the deer feeling secure. All those big hard maples, they hit the ground. Small little hard maples I'd hinge, but otherwise it was basswood, elm, ash. I did hinge some ironwood today. I always say they're not really worth hinging because they die, but they create a nice visual screen for now, so we'll leave it as is. So that was the project today. So our side of the property looks like a mess, but it's just how we like it. All right, y'all take care. God bless.